Hey traders, welcome back to the FXE YouTube channel. Yesterday was somewhat of a quiet day with some nice moves trading the range. Let's have a look at the charts today and try to see where price wants to go next. And before we start, apologies as I woke up a little late and just got on the chart at Frankfurt Open. So obviously you won't see this video until around London Open. But anyways, let's start quickly with the fundamentals. Looks like a really quiet day in the news. I don't really see anything significant in terms of events that can shake up the markets. But if we go to DXY next, as I mentioned in the weekend analysis, I'd like to see DXY come down a little lower. So yesterday is starting to play that part. Let's see if we get continuation today, as I'd like to see it come down a little lower into one of the relevant demand zones. And assuming it's able to come down a little lower, the three zones that I'm watching are this one, the 4-hour demand that started the expansion. There's also a 15-minute demand just below that, and this would trigger inducement of the last low as well. And then also the extreme, the 4-hour extreme demand zone. So once again, this one as well, as you can see, would trigger inducement from the last low. If it taps into it, shows signs of signs of a shift of order flow, and then we can get back on the pullback to take it up. So anyways, this is what I'm looking at for DXY short term. I'd like to see price come down a little lower, but ultimately after that I'd like to see the price start pushing to the upside, so see more higher time frame realignment, and price to push back up and test the upper supply or potentially break through it. So let's move on to EU next. So as for EU, I still want to see the price come up a little higher. Right now we're kind of in the middle of a range, kind of in the middle of nowhere. Not really ideal for taking trades. So not really looking to take trades unless we get a nice pullback for London to take the price up a little higher. But as I said in the weekend analysis, I want to see the price come up a little higher into supply before looking for shorts. Shorts to actually hold. Because I'm expecting the price to come down lower. And the areas I'll be watching are this 4-hour supply zone that started the last expansion, as well as the 4-hour extreme. Just as with DXY, this is a nice area because it could use this high right here, where we're likely to see liquidity building up. Sorry, just 1 second. We're likely to see liquidity building up, use that as inducement, start to see a shift, and then price pushing down from there. And if we just have a quick look on the 15-minute, quite interesting. So we're starting to see price come down. So as I was thinking, if we get a pullback for London Open, I would like to see price come down into the 4-hour demand. But more specifically in a refined 15-minute zone like this one, start to see a shift and we may not see a shift, by the way. It may happen really quick. We may get a pullback and immediately start to push to the upside. Or potentially even lower to the extreme. And if we start to break this low right here, I'll probably start looking for shorts. So assuming these demand levels hold, we get a nice shift in order flow to look for longs. I'll look for longs to take the price up. Like I said before, I want to see the price come up higher into supply. And if we break this low, then I may rethink and start looking for shorts. Okay. In terms of bias, so like I said, I'll be looking for longs today. But if we ever get into the supply zones that I mentioned, so the 4-hour zone that created that started the expansion, or the 4-hour extreme that'll induce these highs and react and push down to the downside. So until we get to those zones, I'll be looking for longs. But once we get into those supply zones, I'll start looking for shorts. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching the video today. Hopefully it was useful for you. And if you found value in this video, please be sure to click the like button and subscribe to ensure you don't miss future videos. And good luck trading today. Peace. Hey, you made it to the very end. Thanks for that. If you could do me one more favor and click the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, it'll allow the YouTube algos to kick in and help this channel grow. Thanks again. Cheers.